How many times have you woken up feeling overwhelmed before the day even begins? The constant noise, the pressure, the rush, it burns, doesn't it? And it tears at you day after day, leaving you feeling drained, frustrated, and completely out of control. You've been told that happiness and peace come from the outside world. More money, more success, more stuff. But what if I told you that the real key to peace isn't in chasing anything outside of you? What if I told you that the Stoics, thousands of years ago, already knew the truth we keep running from? The truth is, the chaos of the world isn't the problem. It's how we react to it. If you're tired of being swept away by the storm and ready to reclaim your power, stick around. We're about to dive into Stoic wisdom that will challenge everything you thought you knew about happiness, control, and inner peace. If this hits deep inside you, then consider subscribing for growth. By doing that, you're choosing to step into a new way of thinking, a way that leads to self-mastery, purpose, and true peace. Are you ready for that? Let's get started. 1. Rise with gratitude. You know that feeling when you wake up and the weight of the world seems to hit you all at once. Your phone buzzes, your to-do list is already filling up in your mind, and the stress of the day looms over you before you've even gotten out of bed. It's easy to feel overwhelmed before the day even begins. But what if the first thought you had each morning wasn't about your responsibilities or the endless demands of life? What if, instead, you took a moment to just be and appreciate the very fact that you're alive? This simple shift in perspective could change everything. Gratitude isn't just a feel-good practice, it's a powerful tool for resetting your mind and your emotions. When you wake up, before diving into the noise of your notifications or the pressures of your day, take a deep breath and simply thank yourself for the opportunity to live another day. Think about it. Many people never get that chance, yet here you are. That's a privilege. As Marcus Aurelius put it, when you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love. This isn't just a platitude, it's a mindset that roots you in the present and reminds you of what truly matters. By pausing and appreciating your life, even for a few seconds, you are laying the foundation for a day that's centered around gratitude and intention. It's one of the easiest and most transformative things you can do. After taking a moment to recognize the preciousness of life, you'll find that you begin the day not with dread, but with a sense of peace and purpose. Gratitude shifts your mind away from what's missing and toward what you have. You don't need a list of achievements or material possessions to feel fulfilled. All you need is a simple acknowledgement that you are, in fact, alive, breathing, and capable of making the most of this day. This practice isn't just a good habit. It's a declaration to your mind and body that you're ready to embrace whatever the day holds with a positive and grateful attitude. It's an intentional act of self-kindness that can change your entire approach to life. But even with gratitude as the foundation, how many of us actually take time to cultivate a sense of calm before rushing into our day? It's all too easy to get caught up in the noise, allowing the world around us to dictate how we feel. But there's another powerful practice that can help you break free from this cycle: reflection. Before the chaos of the day creeps in, take just a few minutes to reflect on your life and your values. This isn't about overanalyzing or stressing over what's ahead. It's about realigning your mindset to focus on what truly matters. One of the most profound ways to do this is by visualizing the transient nature of life. The Stoics taught us that everything is temporary, our joy, our challenges, and everything in between. When you remember that life is fleeting, it forces you to reconsider how you spend your time. Are you giving your energy to things that matter? Are you making the most of your limited time? As Epictetus wisely said, It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This reflection doesn't have to be complex. It's about asking yourself the simple question, how do I want to spend today? How do I want to show up for myself and for the people around me? By grounding yourself in this reality, you begin to focus less on external distractions and more on internal peace. Then, once you've grounded yourself in gratitude and reflection, it's time to take action. The Stoics emphasized the importance of self-discipline and doing the work, not just talking about it or waiting for the right moment. Every day is an opportunity to act in line with your values, to put those reflections into practice. This is where the morning routine becomes crucial. It's not just about setting goals or ticking boxes. It's about creating a daily ritual that aligns you with the life you want to lead. Your morning sets the tone for the rest of the day, and every small action you take matters. The Stoics knew this. They didn't just endure life, they actively shaped their lives by doing the work day after day. Take a few moments each morning to set your intentions. What qualities do you want to embody today? It's not about achieving a goal or completing tasks. It's about how you want to be. Do you want to be more patient, more compassionate, more present? Intentions are about guiding your actions toward the person you want to become, rather than getting lost in the rush to accomplish everything. When you set your intentions, you're not just giving yourself direction. You're reminding yourself that how you act today is more important than what you achieve. And don't forget, setting intentions is just one part of the equation. You need to follow through with small, deliberate actions. Stoic philosophy teaches us that we don't control the outcome, but we do control how we respond to life's challenges. When the world feels like it's coming at you, it's easy to react impulsively. But what if you could create a space between stimulus and response? A space where you don't have to give in to your automatic reactions. A space where you pause, reflect, and choose a response that aligns with your values. That's where the real growth happens. To make this a reality, try implementing the practice of mindfulness. It doesn't have to be some big ritual. Even a few moments of focused attention can shift the way you experience the day. When you wake up, take a minute to just be present. Notice your breath, feel your body, and check in with how you're feeling in that moment. You don't need to judge your thoughts or emotions, just observe them. This is a practice of awareness, not perfection. Mindfulness also helps you cut through the distractions that so often derail our mornings. How many times have you picked up your phone first thing and felt immediately swept away by the demands of the outside world? Emails, messages, social media, all these external forces pulling at you before you've even had a chance to center yourself. The Stoics were masters of avoiding distractions. They knew the importance of controlling where they placed their attention. Instead of getting lost in the noise, take the first moments of your day to focus inward on the things that really matter. Don't let external distractions decide your mood. The Stoics also understood that life isn't always going to be comfortable. In fact, they saw discomfort as a means to growth. Think about it. When was the last time you truly grew without stepping outside of your comfort zone? It's a tough question, right? Growth happens when we face discomfort, whether it's emotional, physical, or mental. And the Stoics embraced this, not to punish themselves, but to prepare for life's inevitable challenges. You can do the same by intentionally choosing small discomforts throughout your day. This could mean waking up early, skipping that second cup of coffee, or doing something that challenges your body or mind. By making discomfort a part of your routine, you're training yourself to face whatever life throws at you with strength and resilience. All of this ties back to one central truth. You can't control everything that happens, but you can control how you respond. Your mornings are the perfect place to practice this. By setting your intentions, being mindful, embracing discomfort, and staying grounded in gratitude, you're not just surviving the day, you're actively shaping it. And that's the power that Stoicism offers us. It's not about waiting for the world to change. It's about changing how we show up in it. In the end, these habits will not only help you have a great morning, they'll set you on a path toward a meaningful, purposeful life. A life where you act with intention, where you face challenges with resilience, and where you wake up every day knowing that you're the one who gets to decide how you show up. So take a deep breath, rise with gratitude, and remember, each day is a new opportunity to live in alignment with your values, and that's the real power of Stoic living. 2. Drink water like you mean it. You wake up, and the first thing your body craves is something simple: water. It's not glamorous. It doesn't come with fancy labels or flashy benefits. But trust me when I say it works. Think about it. After hours of sleep, your body is dehydrated. All night long it's been working to repair, restore, and rest. Now, it's your turn to help it out. A glass of water doesn't just quench your thirst. It kickstarts your metabolism, wakes you up, and clears the fog from your mind. It's like giving your body the fuel it needs to start running efficiently again. And here's the thing. It's not just about hydration. It's about control. This small, seemingly insignificant act of self-care is a reminder that we have control over the basics. We decide what we put into our bodies. We decide to make that first choice a good one. By drinking that glass of water, you are setting the tone for the rest of the day, putting yourself in the driver's seat instead of letting life dictate the pace. The Stoics were all about mastering what we can control, and in a world full of distractions and uncontrollable circumstances, hydration is one thing we can always rely on to start the day right. Now, you may think this is a small thing, something easy to overlook, but this simple act has a profound impact. It's easy to get caught up in the chaos of the day and forget to take care of ourselves. We rush out the door, head straight for coffee, or skip breakfast entirely. But in doing so, we neglect the most fundamental act of self-care, nourishing our bodies. Hydration is the first step to reclaiming control, and the good news is it's incredibly simple. No fancy machines, no complicated recipes, just a glass of water. The Stoic philosophers believed in focusing on what we can control, and this is as basic as it gets. Starting the day by hydrating yourself isn't just a good habit, it's an affirmation of self-respect. It's telling your body, I'm ready to take care of you, and in return, you're going to help me make it through the day with strength, clarity, and purpose. It's the first action of many you'll take throughout the day to ensure you're living with intention. And trust me, every time you hydrate, you're making a choice that fuels your body and your mind. When you drink water first thing in the morning, you're not just addressing your body's immediate needs, you're also building a routine of mindfulness. In a world full of distractions, this one act forces you to pause and pay attention to yourself. How often do we rush through the morning, already thinking about the next task, the next meeting, or the next obligation? By simply drinking water, you take that first moment to reconnect with yourself. It's grounding. It's a reminder that you're not just going through the motions of life, but actively choosing to engage with it. That's a powerful shift. You're not just reacting to life's demands. You're starting the day by prioritizing your well-being. This is what the Stoics meant by being mindful of what is in our control, recognizing that small, everyday choices can set the stage for the larger actions we take throughout the day. And those actions, in turn, shape the course of our lives. Think about it. You wake up, you hydrate, you breathe in the new day. From there, the choices you make, no matter how small, compound into the life you're building. It starts with water, but it doesn't end there. This first moment of self-care is the beginning of a process that can transform your day. It builds momentum. It prepares you to take on the challenges ahead with your body and mind functioning at their best. And it all started with a simple glass of water. This is the kind of small yet significant shift that the Stoics would champion. They knew that we can't control everything that happens to us, but we can control how we prepare ourselves to face those challenges. A simple act, like drinking water, when done with intention, is an act of preparation. It's the first step toward mastering yourself in a world that often feels like it's working against you. This practice is not just about physical hydration, it's about mental clarity as well. When you're hydrated, your brain works better, your energy levels rise, and your mood improves. The fog lifts, and you can think more clearly. It's a reminder that we are not passive observers in our own lives, we are active participants. When we take care of the basics, the fundamentals, we're better equipped to handle the complexities of the day. And the best part? You control this part of your routine. You decide to prioritize your health and well-being, and by doing so, you set yourself up for success, both physically and mentally. But let's not stop there. Let's think about how this small act can ripple out into other parts of your day. If you can make this one intentional decision when you wake up, it sets the stage for more mindful choices throughout the day. It teaches you to stop and check in with yourself, to listen to your body and respond to its needs. Hydrating first thing is just the beginning of a practice of self-awareness that can guide you through everything you do. It encourages you to take those small moments of pause and presence, moments that can help you move through your day with greater intention, focus, and clarity. This is the kind of practice that will help you live a life not dictated by the noise around you, but by your own choices. The Stoics were masters of turning ordinary moments into opportunities for growth. They didn't wait for life to hand them perfect conditions. They created those conditions themselves. And that's what drinking water in the morning symbolizes. It's an act of mastery, of taking control over your own life, even in the smallest of ways. So, the next time you wake up, don't just roll out of bed and reach for your phone. Take that first moment to hydrate. Appreciate it as a simple, powerful act of self-care. You're setting yourself up for success, and you're starting the day by taking ownership of your life. This is your first step in living intentionally, with purpose, and with the calm clarity that Stoicism teaches. You have everything you need to face the day, and it all starts with a glass of water. 3. Move your body, even for 5 minutes. Stoicism teaches us to face life's challenges head-on, but here's the thing. It's not just about mental strength, it's about physical strength too. You can't build a resilient mind without taking care of the body that carries it. Yet, so many of us skip this step, thinking we need hours at the gym or a perfect workout routine to make a difference. The truth is, you don't need all that. In fact, just moving your body for even 5 minutes can be a game changer. You don't need a fancy setup or a complicated workout. Just a few minutes of stretching, a quick yoga flow, or a simple bodyweight routine can make all the difference. It's about waking up your body and your mind, getting your blood flowing, and setting the tone for the day. The Stoics knew that strength wasn't just mental, it had to be physical too. They didn't wait for ideal conditions. They made the best of what they had, and they took action. That's what moving your body does. It tells your body and mind that you're in control. It's your first act of taking ownership over the day. Think about it. Your body is the vehicle that carries you through life, and if you neglect it, you're also neglecting your mind's ability to focus, stay sharp, and perform at its best. When you make the choice to move, even if it's just for 5 minutes, you're setting yourself up for a day that's grounded in action. This is the essence of Stoicism, acting in accordance with your values and taking steps to improve, no matter how small. A quick stretch or a few bodyweight exercises may seem trivial, but they're far from it. They're a reminder to yourself that you have the power to start your day with strength. It's not about doing everything perfectly. It's about making the decision to do something. As Carl Jung once said, "I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become." And right here, in this moment, you have the power to choose to take control of your day, even if it's just by moving your body for 5 minutes. This act of choice, this tiny step toward physical vitality, will set you on the path toward mental and emotional strength. The beauty of this practice is in its simplicity. You don't need to overthink it. Start small. Maybe it's just a few push-ups or a quick walk around the room to get the blood flowing. Or perhaps you prefer stretching or yoga to wake up your muscles and center your mind. The key is consistency. By building this simple habit into your morning routine, you're signaling to yourself that you are in charge of your day. Stoicism isn't about making huge leaps in a single moment. It's about taking those small, deliberate actions day after day that add up over time. This doesn't have to be some grand gesture or complicated routine. The point is to get moving. The moment you engage in movement, you're telling your body, "I'm ready for what comes next." That's how you build momentum. That's how you prepare yourself mentally for the challenges ahead. And it's not just about the physical benefits. Moving your body also has an immediate mental impact. Have you ever noticed how much clearer your mind feels after even a short burst of physical activity? Whether you're stretching, doing push-ups, or just walking, you're getting the blood pumping, and with it, the oxygen to your brain. This rush of energy sharpens your focus and makes you feel more present in the moment. It's a reset for your mind. You're no longer just reacting to the world. You're actively engaging with it, physically and mentally. And that's a huge part of Stoic living, being intentional and present with your body and mind. The moment you move, you disrupt the mental clutter and the inertia of sleep. This is your body waking up, shaking off the sleepiness, and preparing to meet the day with vigor. One of the most profound things about Stoicism is its emphasis on self-discipline, and moving your body, even for 5 minutes, is a simple yet powerful act of self-discipline. It's a choice you make to invest in yourself. Just like the Stoics practiced discipline in their thoughts and actions, you can practice discipline in your body. The small moments of discomfort, whether it's pushing through a few push-ups or holding a stretch longer than you'd like, are opportunities to strengthen your will. These are the moments that cultivate resilience, not just in the body, but in the mind as well. It's a reminder that the more you choose to take control, the stronger you become, mentally and physically. This isn't about achieving perfection. It's about showing up and making progress. Whether you do 5 push-ups or hold a plank for a minute, it doesn't matter. What matters is that you showed up for yourself. You chose to take that first step, to move your body, and in doing so, you set the tone for the rest of your day. It's a practice of consistency that pays off in ways you may not even realize at first. Over time, these small actions compound. They turn into a mindset of strength and resilience that carries you through everything else. And the best part, it doesn't require hours of effort, just a few minutes of your day. When you take time to move, you also create space for mental clarity. Think about the times when you felt overwhelmed by the thoughts racing through your mind. How much more difficult is it to find focus when you're physically restless? Movement quiets that restlessness. It's a release, not just for your body, but for your mind. After a quick stretch or workout, you'll find that your mind is clearer, your energy is up, and you're ready to face the day with more focus and less distraction. This is how physical movement connects to Stoic principles. The Stoics knew that clarity of thought comes when we take control over the body and the distractions of the external world. This simple action of moving your body for just 5 minutes in the morning creates a ripple effect throughout the rest of your day. It shifts your mindset from passive to active. Instead of letting the world move around you, you move with it. You show up for yourself first, and in doing so, you equip yourself to handle everything else. It's a practice that doesn't require much effort, but the benefits are profound. The Stoics would agree. Strength, whether mental or physical, is cultivated through consistent action. By taking those few minutes to move, you're practicing that strength. So, the next time you wake up, remember, it doesn't take a huge workout to set yourself up for success. Just 5 minutes of movement, whether it's a few stretches, push-ups, or even a short walk, will ground you in the present moment and prepare you for what's ahead. It's about starting the day with purpose, setting a tone of action, and telling yourself that you are in control of how the day unfolds. That simple act of moving your body is a reminder that you are strong, capable, and ready for whatever life throws at you. It's an act of self-respect and discipline that starts your day on the right foot. So, get moving and show yourself just how much you're capable of. 4. Practice the power of silence. In a world that constantly pulls you in every direction, silence has become a rare and precious commodity. We're bombarded with noise from the moment we wake up. Emails, notifications, the hum of the world outside our window. But what if, instead of rushing into the chaos, you gave yourself a few minutes of stillness? What if you allowed the world to be quiet for just a moment, allowing your mind to reset before it's caught up in the whirlwind of the day? This isn't about escaping reality. It's about creating space to center yourself and regain control over your thoughts. That moment of silence isn't just empty time, it's a powerful reset button for your brain. After you've moved your body, after you've woken up, and before you dive into the demands of the world, take a few minutes to sit in complete silence. No phone, no distractions, just you and your thoughts. For many of us, this might sound uncomfortable, even unnecessary. We've been conditioned to fill every moment with something, whether it's noise, activity, or mental chatter. But silence is a gift, and it's an act of discipline to embrace it. It's in these moments of quiet that we gain clarity. Our thoughts, usually tangled in a whirlwind of noise, begin to settle. The chaos of the day has no place here. As Carl Jung said, your vision will become clear only when you can look into your own heart. Silence gives you that clarity, allowing you to see your thoughts for what they are, to observe them without judgment, and to choose how to respond. It's like cleaning out a cluttered room. Only when the clutter is gone can you clearly see the space you have. This practice isn't about escaping from life. It's not about avoiding the world's noise. Instead, it's about coming into alignment with yourself. In the silence, you get to reconnect with your thoughts, your intentions, and your own sense of purpose. The Stoics understood the importance of inner peace. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, emphasized the need to withdraw from the chaos and focus on our inner state. In today's world, the constant distractions make it harder than ever to do this, but the Stoics would argue that it's precisely in the stillness that we find our true strength. It's in those quiet moments that we are reminded that we don't have to react to every noise, every demand, every expectation. We have the power to choose how we engage with the world, and that begins with first choosing to engage with ourselves in silence. Think about it. Every time you take a moment of silence, you're teaching yourself to control your thoughts instead of letting them control you. The noise that bombards us constantly, whether it's the digital world or the mental noise we create ourselves, can easily overwhelm us. It drowns out our ability to think clearly, to reflect on our emotions, and to make intentional choices. In these moments of stillness, you allow your mind to settle, like dust settling at the bottom of a shaken glass of water. In that clarity, you become aware of your feelings, your thoughts, and your intentions for the day. In a world that celebrates action, productivity, and constant stimulation, choosing silence might feel counterproductive at first. But the reality is, this time of stillness is where your true strength lies. The Stoics believed that true power comes from within. By mastering our thoughts, emotions, and reactions, we can remain unshaken by the external world. It's not about forcing yourself into a state of total peace all the time. It's about carving out these moments of silence and making them a habit. When you allow yourself this space, you aren't doing nothing. You're preparing yourself to face the day with a calm, clear mind, equipped with the resilience to handle whatever comes your way. You don't need hours of silence to benefit from it. Start small. Even 5 minutes can make a huge difference. It's like pressing pause on the chaos. Sitting in stillness gives your mind a chance to breathe, to recalibrate, and to focus on what's truly important. Think of it like a reset button for your thoughts. By choosing silence, you're choosing to prioritize your mental health over the noise of the world. It's a reminder that you don't need to fill every moment with activity to be productive or successful. Sometimes doing nothing is exactly what you need to do to be your best self. In the silence, you may start to notice things you didn't before: your breath, the way your body feels, the thoughts running through your mind. This awareness is a form of mindfulness. It's the practice of being present, of not letting your mind wander to the past or the future, but grounding yourself in the present moment. This moment of stillness can ground you, like the anchor that keeps a ship steady in rough waters. When you're centered, when you're aware, you become more resilient to life's inevitable ups and downs. The beauty of practicing silence is that it doesn't require a lot of effort. You don't have to do anything special, just sit. You don't need any special tools or rituals, just your breath and your presence. It's a simple, accessible practice that anyone can do, no matter where they are or how much time they have. And the rewards are immediate. A few minutes of silence can change the trajectory of your entire day. You'll find yourself more patient, more present, and more in control of your reactions. That's the true power of silence. The Stoic mindset isn't about ignoring the noise or pretending that challenges don't exist. It's about learning how to respond with clarity and purpose, regardless of the external circumstances. When you practice silence, you're training yourself to respond rather than react, to act with intention rather than out of impulse. Silence is where you sharpen your mind, where you gain the focus needed to tackle the day ahead with purpose. The Stoics were masters of this practice. They understood that external peace was often fleeting, but inner peace, something you cultivate yourself, was lasting. By choosing silence, you can create a space where that inner peace can thrive. In a world that never stops moving, it's easy to feel like you're being swept away by the current. But when you choose silence, you stop for a moment, anchor yourself, and regain control. It's the quiet act of resistance against the noise, and in that resistance, you'll find strength, clarity, and resilience. The silence may seem like nothing at first, but it's in that nothingness that you'll find everything you need to face the day. And that's what the Stoics knew. True power lies in mastering yourself, in finding peace in the present moment, and in having the strength to navigate the world without being consumed by it. So, next time you wake up and face the inevitable distractions of the day, take a few minutes to practice the power of silence. Sit with your thoughts, breathe deeply, and reconnect with yourself. You'll find that this simple practice will help you face the day with a clear mind and a steady heart. ready to meet the challenges ahead with the calm, purpose, and strength of a Stoic. 5. Reflect on life's transience. In the hustle and bustle of our everyday lives, it's easy to get lost in the noise. We rush from one task to the next, always looking ahead to the next thing on our to-do list. But how often do we stop and really think about how short life truly is? Every day, every moment passes so quickly. It's a sobering thought, but it's also one that can change everything. When you take a moment to reflect on the transient nature of life, something powerful happens. The things that seemed so important before suddenly lose their grip on you. The trivial worries, the little frustrations, the things that used to consume your mind, they don't seem as significant anymore. As Epictetus wisely said, time is your most precious asset. And once you truly grasp this, you begin to see how precious each moment really is. You start living with more intention, more focus, and with a deeper understanding of what truly matters. Think about how often we take time for granted. We put things off, wait for the perfect moment, or find ourselves caught in a cycle of procrastination and endless distractions. But when you realize that your time is limited, it shifts your perspective completely. You no longer wait for life to happen to you. You take action, you seize the moment, and you make the most of today. Each day becomes an opportunity not just to get through the motions, but to make a meaningful impact, however small. Every minute, every hour is a gift, and the more you appreciate that, the more you start to live in alignment with what truly matters to you. This practice isn't about fear or panic. It's not about obsessing over death or rushing to fill every second with activity. It's about cultivating an appreciation for the fleeting nature of time so that you live more fully in the present. It's about making conscious decisions to spend your time in ways that align with your values. The Stoics understood this deeply. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, frequently reflected on the shortness of life as a way of reminding himself to focus on what truly mattered: virtue, wisdom, and being present in the moment. They knew that while we can't control how much time we have, we can control how we spend it. And that's a lesson worth remembering every single day. It's easy to get wrapped up in the small details, the things that feel urgent in the moment, but in the grand scheme of things, don't really matter. The email that needs to be sent, the meeting that's been rescheduled, the minor issues that make you feel like the world is piling up on you. But when you take a step back and remind yourself of life's brevity, these worries start to feel less significant. You begin to focus less on the noise and more on what's important: your relationships, your health, your personal growth. These are the things that truly matter. This shift in focus can be incredibly freeing. Instead of getting caught up in the details of daily life, you start to focus on what will make you feel fulfilled and aligned with your true purpose. It's not about living in the past or worrying about the future. It's about being fully present in the here and now. We spend so much time thinking about what we could have done differently or what might happen down the road, but these thoughts pull us away from the moment at hand. The Stoics taught us that the only moment we truly have is now. The past is gone, and the future is uncertain. The present is where life happens, and it's where we have the power to make decisions that align with our values. When you truly grasp the fleeting nature of time, you become more intentional about how you spend it. You stop wasting time on things that don't matter and start focusing on what will lead to a more meaningful and fulfilling life. This doesn't mean you need to abandon all the smaller tasks and responsibilities. Life will always have its practicalities, but it does mean that you approach them with a different mindset. Instead of getting caught up in the grind of daily life, you begin to see each task as a means of living more intentionally. Whether you're doing something big or small, you approach it with purpose. You see it as an opportunity to make the most of the time you have, to align your actions with your values, and to build a life you're proud of. Every moment becomes a chance to live more fully, to choose actions that are in harmony with the person you want to be. This practice of reflecting on life's transience doesn't require a lot of time or effort. It just takes a moment of awareness. It's about stopping, even for just a few seconds, to appreciate the present. Look around you. Notice what's happening right now. Appreciate the people in your life, the beauty of the world, and the small moments that often go unnoticed. This mindfulness, this awareness, is what brings meaning to life. As Carl Jung once said, "The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are." When you're mindful of how fleeting time is, you become more in tune with who you truly are and what you truly want. You stop wasting time on things that don't matter and start focusing on what brings you joy, fulfillment, and peace. And here's the thing. This practice of reflecting on life's brevity isn't just a one-time thing. It's something you can integrate into your daily routine. Every morning, take a moment before you dive into the busyness of the day to reflect on how precious time is. Remind yourself that today is an opportunity to make a difference, to live with purpose, and to focus on what truly matters. And when you find yourself getting caught up in the small stuff, take a step back and remember, this moment is fleeting. You don't need to get lost in it. You can choose to focus on what's important, on what will bring you closer to your goals, your values, and your true self. As you move through the day, keep this awareness in mind. When you find yourself rushing through tasks or worrying about things that don't really matter, pause and ask yourself, is this how I want to spend my time? Is this aligned with my values? When you live with the awareness that time is limited, you begin to make choices that reflect what truly matters to you. You start to spend your time on things that align with your deeper purpose. You begin to live with intention, and as you do, you'll find that life becomes more meaningful, more fulfilling, and more in line with your true self. In the end, reflecting on life's transience is a reminder that every moment is an opportunity. It's a call to action to stop wasting time on things that don't serve us and to start focusing on what truly matters. Time is your most precious asset. Don't let it slip away unnoticed. Use it wisely and let each moment be a step toward the life you want to create. Life is fleeting, but by living intentionally, we can make the most of every second we have. 6. Make your bed. We've all heard it before. Make your bed. It's one of those simple tasks that seems almost too basic to matter, like something our parents told us to do growing up. But what if I told you that making your bed isn't just about tidying up your room, it's about preparing your mind for the day ahead? It's an act of discipline, yes, but it's also a subtle declaration to yourself that you're taking control, that you're setting the tone for your day with structure and purpose. It's a small action that can have a profound impact on your mindset, your focus, and the rest of your day. When you fold back the covers and smooth out the sheets, it's not just about making your space look neat. It's about creating order in a world that often feels chaotic. Think about it. The first thing you do in the morning sets the stage for everything that follows. If you start your day by doing something simple, something within your control, you're already sending a message to your brain that you can handle what's coming. As Admiral William H. McRaven once said, if you want to change the world, start off by making your bed. It's that small act of discipline that sets the tone for everything else. And when the inevitable challenges come up later in the day, you can take comfort in the fact that you've already accomplished something, even if it's just the act of making your bed. This might sound like a minor detail, but in the Stoic philosophy, Small actions are seen as powerful tools for cultivating virtue. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, often reflected on the importance of taking action, even in the smallest of ways. Making your bed might seem trivial, but it's the kind of task that builds the habit of discipline. Stoicism teaches us that we can't control everything that happens to us, but we can control how we respond. By starting the day with an act of order and discipline, you are actively choosing how to approach the day. It's a mental exercise that gets your brain in the right state to tackle whatever comes next. And when you've already made that small commitment to yourself, you're more likely to carry that sense of discipline into the other parts of your day. In many ways, making your bed is a metaphor for the bigger picture of your life. Think about how easy it is to overlook small tasks and allow them to pile up. One unmade bed might not seem like a big deal, but when you leave it undone, you start the day feeling unorganized, and that can carry over into everything else. That's how life works. When you let small things slide, they create a ripple effect. You might put off other tasks, miss opportunities to act with intention, and fall into a habit of procrastination. But by making your bed, you're making a conscious decision to take care of yourself, to create a sense of order, and to set yourself up for success. This isn't about perfection. It's about setting up the conditions for success. And the best part is, you don't need to overthink it. Making your bed is something you can do in less than 5 minutes, but it's a simple action that anchors your day in discipline. It's easy, it's quick, and it has a profound impact on your mindset. It's a small win that creates momentum. You start the day by accomplishing something, no matter how minor it seems. And that feeling of accomplishment, no matter how small, will carry you forward throughout the day, boosting your confidence and setting you up for bigger tasks ahead. This is what Stoic philosophers understood about life. Small actions, when done consistently, build the foundation for greater virtue. Stoicism isn't just about handling big challenges. It's about approaching each moment with intention and discipline, no matter how insignificant it might seem. The act of making your bed, as simple as it is, helps you practice the art of showing up for yourself, of honoring the small things that lead to bigger changes. The Stoics believed that we build our character not through grand gestures, but through the accumulation of small, virtuous acts performed day in and day out. And making your bed is one of the easiest and most effective ways to start practicing discipline in your life. When you make your bed, you're also setting up a mental environment that fosters peace and focus. Imagine waking up to a messy room with clutter and disarray greeting you first thing. It's easy for that chaotic environment to seep into your mind, leaving you feeling scattered and unprepared for the day ahead. But when you start with a clean, organized space, it's like giving your mind a blank canvas to work with. The room is calm, and so is your mind. You've created a space where clarity and focus can thrive, and that, in turn, helps you approach the rest of your day with a sense of control and calm. The discipline of making your bed doesn't stop at the bed itself. It has a way of spreading throughout your day. When you make that small choice to care for yourself and your environment, you're more likely to make other intentional choices throughout the day. You might find yourself staying more focused at work, taking better care of your body, or making decisions that align with your values. This small habit acts as a springboard for the bigger actions you take. The sense of accomplishment you get from making your bed can propel you forward, helping you stay motivated and on track, no matter what challenges come your way. And the beauty of this practice is that it doesn't require any special skills, motivation, or effort. You don't need to be a morning person to make your bed. It's a simple, straightforward task that anyone can do, and it's a perfect entry point into building a disciplined and intentional life. It's easy to overlook how small actions like this can affect the way we feel about ourselves, but over time, they add up. The more you practice discipline, the easier it becomes to make intentional choices in other areas of your life. So next time you roll out of bed, remember that the simple act of making your bed is not just about tidying up your room. It's about setting the tone for your day, cultivating a habit of discipline, and reinforcing your ability to control what's within your power. It's a small action, but it's one that can make a huge difference in how you approach the day, the week, and ultimately your life. In the end, it's not just about a made bed. It's about a mind that's ready to tackle whatever challenges lie ahead with focus, resilience, and intention. Start small, but make it count. 7. Set your daily intention. How many of us wake up in the morning, roll out of bed, and dive straight into the chaos of the day without so much as a pause? We rush through our routines, tackle a to-do list that seems to grow by the minute, and by the end of the day, we feel drained, scattered, and unfulfilled. But what if I told you that there's a simple habit you can introduce into your mornings that can transform the way you move through the entire day? It's not about adding more tasks to your list or running on autopilot. It's about setting a clear intention for the day ahead, about deciding with purpose who you want to be and how you want to show up in the world. This small but powerful practice can be the game changer you've been looking for. Before you dive into the responsibilities and demands that will inevitably come your way, take a moment, just a moment, to set your intention for the day. Ask yourself, what virtue do I want to embody today? Maybe it's patience as you deal with the chaos of work. Maybe it's courage as you take on that daunting project you've been putting off. Or maybe it's kindness, whether you're interacting with a colleague or a stranger. Setting your intention isn't about forcing yourself to be perfect or aiming for unattainable goals. It's about focusing on the values that matter to you and using those as your guide for the day. When you wake up with a clear purpose, it's easier to navigate the challenges and distractions that life throws at you. It's your moral compass for the day, pointing you toward the person you want to be, not just the tasks you want to complete. Marcus Aurelius understood this better than most. In his meditations, he often reflected on the power of our thoughts and how they shape our experience of life. He said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." It's a simple yet profound statement. Our thoughts, how we direct them, and what we choose to focus on are at the heart of how we experience each day. When we set a clear intention, we align our thoughts with our values, elevating our actions and creating a sense of purpose that cuts through the noise of life. It's not about the number of tasks we check off, it's about how we show up and engage with those tasks. By setting an intention, you're choosing how you want to experience your day, consciously and with intention. Think about how often we go through our day reacting to things as they come at us. We get distracted by our phones, pulled in by the demands of others, and before we know it, we've lost sight of what we were originally trying to achieve. Setting an intention at the start of the day helps you avoid this. It gives you a starting point, a foundation to build your actions on. Instead of being swept away by external forces, you're grounded in your own values. It's like having a guiding star in the sky. No matter how dark or stormy it gets, you know where you're headed because you've already decided what matters most to you. This practice isn't about being rigid. It's not about forcing yourself to fit into a mold or expecting perfection. It's about giving yourself permission to be the best version of yourself in any situation. So, when you set your intention for the day, make it something that feels authentic and achievable. If patience is your goal, remember that it doesn't mean being perfect or calm in every situation. It's about giving yourself the space to respond thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively. If courage is your focus, it's about pushing yourself to take that first step, even when you're scared. The intention you set should be a reminder that no matter what challenges arise, you have the power to choose how you respond to them. This simple act of setting an intention can profoundly impact your mindset for the day. It shifts your focus from the external world to your internal compass. You begin to filter everything through the lens of your values. When the distractions come, as they always do, you have a clear sense of what matters and what doesn't. This makes it easier to stay on track and maintain a sense of balance, even when the world around you feels chaotic. The Stoics understood the importance of keeping our thoughts in check, of not letting external circumstances dictate how we feel. By setting an intention, you reclaim that power. There's also a powerful side effect to this practice. It cultivates mindfulness. Instead of living in a constant state of reaction, you're creating space for yourself to pause and reflect. And it doesn't stop at the beginning of the day. As the day unfolds, you can continue to check in with yourself. Am I still living in alignment with my intention? Am I embodying the virtue I set out to practice? This moment of reflection is a powerful tool for self-awareness, helping you stay aligned with your values throughout the day. It's easy to get caught up in the whirlwind of life, but by setting an intention, you give yourself the opportunity to step back and live with purpose. The beauty of setting an intention is that it's a practice that can be done anywhere, at any time. You don't need special equipment, a perfect setting, or hours of preparation. All it takes is a few moments of conscious thought, a pause before you dive into your day to decide who you want to be and how you want to show up. And even if the day doesn't go exactly as planned, even if you find yourself distracted or knocked off course, your intention serves as a reminder of what truly matters. It's like a lighthouse guiding you back when you veer off track. This practice, simple as it seems, is a profound tool for personal growth. It helps you live more consciously, more intentionally, and with greater clarity. It's easy to go through the motions of life without ever stopping to ask, what do I really want from this day? Setting an intention forces you to take a step back and think about what you want to bring into your life, what values you want to embody, and what actions you want to take. It's an invitation to live with more awareness, more control, and more purpose. As you begin incorporating this practice into your daily routine, don't be discouraged if you miss a day or two. It's not about perfection, it's about progress, about making small shifts in the way you approach your life. Every time you set an intention, you are practicing discipline, mindfulness, and the ability to steer your life in the direction you want it to go. This isn't a one-time fix. It's a lifelong journey toward aligning your thoughts, actions, and values. And with each step you take, you move closer to becoming the best version of yourself. In the end, setting your daily intention is more than just a practice. It's a commitment to living in accordance with your highest values. It's about waking up each day with purpose, about deciding how you want to show up in the world, and about choosing to live with intention no matter what the day throws at you. By incorporating this small but powerful habit into your routine, you're taking control of your life, your thoughts, and your actions, and that's a powerful place to be. 8. Eat a mindful breakfast. How often do we eat our breakfast in a rush? Maybe you're grabbing something on the go, or perhaps you're eating while checking emails or scrolling through social media. The focus is rarely on the food itself. We don't take the time to appreciate what we're putting into our bodies, and it's easy to overlook how much impact that first meal of the day has on our mindset and energy. But what if we could slow down just for a moment and truly savor the food in front of us? What if eating breakfast wasn't just about fueling your body for the day, but also about grounding yourself in the present moment? Mindful eating is one of the simplest ways to reconnect with yourself and with the world around you. Instead of rushing through your meal, take the time to truly experience it. Whether it's a simple bowl of oatmeal or a smoothie you've carefully prepared, eating mindfully allows you to appreciate the nourishment it's providing. Focus on the textures, the flavors, the warmth or coolness of the food. Feel the act of eating as a form of self-care, a small but powerful reminder that you're taking the time to nourish yourself, both physically and mentally. This small shift, eating with intention and awareness, can set the tone for a more mindful, present day. The Stoics were keenly aware of the importance of intentional living. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, often reminded himself to be present, to focus on what he was doing in the moment. He believed that how we approach even the simplest tasks shapes our character. Eating is no different. It's easy to treat it as something we simply do to get by, but when we eat mindfully, we turn it into an act of respect for our body and our health. This doesn't require a perfect breakfast or elaborate food. It's about slowing down and being present with whatever you have. As the Stoics believed, small acts of discipline and attention, when done consistently, can lead to great change. By focusing on each bite, you're grounding yourself in the present, making this simple ritual something that can enhance your day and your overall well-being. Mindful eating also shifts the way we experience food. Instead of consuming our meals mechanically, we engage with them fully. The experience of eating becomes richer, and the act itself is no longer about finishing quickly or getting through the meal. It becomes a pause in your day, a break to reset, to appreciate, and to nurture yourself. In the process, you may even begin to notice how food makes you feel. Does it energize you? Does it satisfy you? When we eat mindfully, we start to notice the effects our food has on our body and mind. It becomes easier to make choices that truly nourish us, both physically and emotionally. This practice of mindfulness also helps us to cultivate gratitude. How often do we take food for granted, or worse, treat it as something to rush through? Every meal is an opportunity to appreciate the abundance in our lives. This is especially true for breakfast, the first meal of the day, when we're setting the tone for everything that follows. By slowing down and savoring each bite, we are giving thanks for the nourishment that sustains us. We are actively recognizing the value of what we are putting into our bodies. And in a world that's constantly moving faster, this simple act of slowing down can make all the difference in how we experience the day. The beauty of mindful eating is that it's not complicated or time-consuming. It doesn't require a dramatic shift in your schedule or a complete overhaul of your eating habits. It's simply about being present and focused on the act of eating, even if it's just for a few minutes. This small practice can carry a huge impact on your mental and physical health. When you eat with intention, you begin to align your actions with your values. You remind yourself that you deserve to take care of your body, to treat yourself with respect, and to make each moment count. It's a practice that fosters mindfulness, appreciation, and gratitude, all while nourishing your body with the food it needs to perform at its best. Another powerful aspect of mindful eating is that it fosters a sense of control. In a world where we often feel powerless over the demands placed on us, taking control of how and when we eat can be an empowering act. Instead of mindlessly munching on food, we choose to engage with it. We control the pace, we control the attention, and we control the nourishment. This small act of self-discipline can create a ripple effect throughout the day, influencing the way we approach other decisions and tasks. It teaches us that we have the power to choose, to be intentional, and to live more purposefully. Incorporating mindful eating into your morning routine isn't just about the physical benefits. It's about setting a tone of mindfulness and intentionality for the entire day. When you make time for yourself, even in the simplest of moments, you're telling yourself that you're worthy of care and attention. You're telling yourself that the quality of your life is determined by the quality of your choices, including the food you eat. By slowing down and really experiencing your breakfast, you're teaching your mind and body to appreciate the present moment, to feel gratitude for what you have, and to honor the nourishment that sustains you. This practice can extend beyond just breakfast. As you cultivate the habit of mindful eating, you may find that it influences how you approach other aspects of your life. The way you engage with work, relationships, or even just a quiet moment in the day can all benefit from the same level of awareness and intention. Mindfulness is contagious. It starts with your food, but it grows into something much bigger. As you begin to savor each bite, you'll start to savor each moment, each interaction, each step along the way. You'll find yourself more grounded, more aware, and more present in your life. So, tomorrow morning, before you reach for your phone or rush through your breakfast, try this. Take a moment to pause, look at your food, appreciate it. Notice the colors, the textures, the smells, and the flavors. Slow down and savor each bite. It's a small act, but it's one that can set the stage for a day of mindfulness, gratitude, and intentional living. You'll be amazed at how something so simple can transform your relationship with food and with your day. It's more than just eating. It's about experiencing life with purpose, one mindful bite at a time. 9. Avoid external distractions. The modern world has an almost endless stream of distractions, pulling us in every direction. It's like the moment we wake up, the world starts demanding our attention. Emails, messages, social media, news, and the endless noise of external expectations. It feels like we're constantly on the back foot, reacting to everything happening around us instead of moving with intention. But what if we could reclaim control over our attention? What if we could protect our peace from the chaos? Stoicism teaches us that the only things within our true control are our own thoughts and actions. And in today's world, where external distractions are always at our doorstep, protecting that mental space is one of the most powerful things we can do. It's easy to give in to the noise. You wake up and your phone pings with notifications, people needing things, work piling up, the world demanding your attention. Without realizing it, you're already spiraling into a reactive state. Before your feet even hit the ground, your mind is already rushing to keep up with the world. But what if, instead of diving straight into the noise, you set aside just 30 minutes for yourself every morning? 30 minutes of silence, of intentional focus, where nothing can pull you away from the present moment. This is your time to reclaim your peace, to get centered before the world starts dictating how you should think and feel. As Epictetus once said, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. In this case, wealth is your peace of mind, and the fewer distractions you allow, the more peaceful and focused you'll become. When you start your day by protecting your mind from external influences, you're essentially setting the tone for the rest of the day. You're telling yourself, this is my time. This moment belongs to me. Think about how powerful that is. Instead of rushing into the demands of the world, you decide, even for just 30 minutes, that you'll create a space where you are in control. This isn't just about avoiding distractions. It's about taking charge of your mental state. By giving yourself that space, you're allowing your thoughts to settle, your mind to clear, and your focus to sharpen. In a world that's constantly pulling us in different directions, this practice can be a game changer. It's tempting to think that you need to be constantly plugged in, that staying on top of things means checking your email first thing, scrolling through your news feed, or responding to messages before you even get out of bed. But the Stoics understood that the external world is unpredictable, chaotic, and at times uncontrollable. What we can control is how we react to it. And the first step to controlling our reactions is protecting our peace by setting boundaries with the outside world. Think about how different your day would feel if, instead of starting with a flood of external input, you began it with a moment of stillness and intention. You would be grounded, clear-headed, and ready to face the day with purpose. This practice of avoiding distractions isn't just about protecting your time, it's about protecting your inner peace. The noise of the world can overwhelm us, making us feel like we're always behind or out of control. But when you set aside those 30 minutes to focus solely on yourself, whether it's through meditation, journaling, or simply sitting in silence, you're creating a barrier between you and the chaos. This is a powerful act of self-care. It's a way to ensure that your mental space is clean and ready for the day ahead, without the clutter of other people's needs or opinions. This is your opportunity to connect with yourself, to prioritize your own thoughts and feelings before the world comes knocking. The Stoics didn't just teach us how to handle adversity, they taught us how to handle the everyday distractions and irritations that keep us from living a peaceful life. Marcus Aurelius often wrote about the importance of focusing on what's within our control and letting go of what we cannot control. The noise of the world, the demands of others, the constant buzz of technology. These are things beyond our control. What we can control is how we respond. If we choose to respond with calm and focus, we build resilience. But if we let ourselves be swept up by the distractions of the day, we lose that control and our peace along with it. The practice of avoiding distractions is about reclaiming that control, about choosing to respond with intention instead of reacting impulsively to every external stimulus. In practical terms, this might mean putting your phone on airplane mode for 30 minutes, creating a physical space free from noise, or simply setting a timer for your quiet time. This is your opportunity to establish a foundation for the day, one where you aren't constantly reacting to the demands of the world. Instead, you're setting the pace, deciding how you want to approach the day, and choosing what deserves your attention. This small act of discipline, resisting the urge to immediately engage with external distractions, gives you a sense of control that will carry you through the rest of your day. Now, I know what you're thinking. 30 minutes sounds like a luxury, right? In a world where everything feels urgent and immediate, setting aside that time might feel selfish or indulgent. But the truth is, it's not. It's an investment in your mental clarity, your emotional resilience, and your overall well-being. The more you practice this, the easier it becomes to maintain your peace throughout the day. By setting that 30-minute boundary, you're not just protecting your focus, you're strengthening your ability to stay calm and collected, no matter what comes your way. When you take the time to avoid external distractions, you're also setting the foundation for a more mindful, intentional life. It's easy to get lost in the demands of others or to feel overwhelmed by everything that needs your attention. But when you take that first 30 minutes to reconnect with yourself, you're reminding yourself that your time and energy are valuable. You are in control of how you spend them. This practice isn't about rejecting the world or ignoring your responsibilities. It's about creating a space where you can be fully present with yourself, so that when you do engage with the world, you do so with clarity and purpose. You might think that cutting out distractions for 30 minutes is a challenge, and it will be at first. It might feel uncomfortable, or you may feel tempted to check your phone or respond to messages. But the more you practice, the easier it becomes to set boundaries with the world. The distractions will always be there, but how you engage with them is what matters. When you make the choice to reclaim your peace, you reclaim your ability to focus, to think clearly, and to move through your day with intention. So, as you begin each day, I encourage you to set aside that 30 minutes of quiet time. Protect your peace. Whether it's through meditation, journaling, or simply sitting in silence, create that space for yourself. Let the world wait for just a moment, and when you come back to it, you'll find that you're better equipped to handle whatever comes your way. It's a small act, but it's one that can completely transform the way you move through the world. And when you make this practice a part of your daily routine, you'll find that your entire approach to life changes for the better. 10. Practice deep breathing. In the rush of our daily lives, it's easy to overlook the simple things that can help us center ourselves. We wake up, check our phones, dive into the endless to-do lists, and before we know it, the day has already started to take control. But what if we took a moment before all of that? A moment to simply breathe. Yes, I'm talking about deep breathing. It may sound like a basic concept, something we do instinctively, but when practiced intentionally, deep breathing is a powerful tool for resetting our minds and bodies for the day ahead. It's not just about relaxing, it's about grounding yourself and preparing for whatever challenges lie ahead. In Stoic philosophy, the idea of self-mastery is at the core of leading a good life. We can't always control what happens around us, but we can control how we respond to it. One of the simplest ways to take charge of our response is through deep breathing. When we breathe deeply, we take back control. It's a reminder that in the midst of the noise and chaos, we can find stillness within ourselves. It's a small, intentional act that sets the tone for how we approach the rest of the day. Carl Jung once said, "Who looks outside dreams, who looks inside awakes." Deep breathing is an invitation to look inward, to become aware of our body and our mind, and to prepare ourselves to face the world with clarity and purpose. Now, you may be wondering, how does something as simple as breathing have such a profound impact? Well, the answer lies in the physiology of it. Deep breathing activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for calming the body after stress. It lowers the heart rate, reduces stress hormones, and helps us shift from a state of fight or flight to one of relaxation and focus. It's like pressing a reset button for your entire system. And the best part, you don't need to go anywhere special or take a long break. You can practice deep breathing anytime, anywhere. It's a tool that's always available to you, waiting to be used whenever you need it. So, how do you do it? It's simple. Find a quiet space, sit comfortably, and close your eyes if you can. Breathe in deeply through your nose, allowing your belly to expand as you fill your lungs with air. Hold that breath for a few seconds, just long enough to feel the fullness of the inhale, and then slowly exhale through your mouth, letting go of any tension you're holding in your body. As you breathe out, release the stress of the moment. Let go of any distractions or worries about the day ahead. Repeat this process a few times. It only takes a minute or two, but in that time, you're resetting your mind and preparing yourself for what's to come. The beauty of deep breathing is that it's an act of mindfulness. It forces you to be present. In a world that's constantly pulling us in different directions, it's easy to lose sight of the present moment. But when you focus on your breath, you bring yourself back into the here and now. You stop worrying about the past or the future, and you become aware of the body you're in, the air around you, and the calm that you can create in the middle of chaos. The Stoics practiced mindfulness, not by looking for tranquility outside of themselves, but by cultivating it from within. Deep breathing is one of the easiest ways to practice that kind of mindfulness. This small act of breathing can also have a profound impact on your emotional state. Think about the times when you felt overwhelmed, anxious, or stressed. How did your body respond? Probably with shallow, rapid breaths, tense muscles, and a racing heart. But when you consciously slow your breathing, you signal to your body that it's okay to relax. You remind yourself that you're not in danger and that you have the ability to handle whatever comes your way. By focusing on your breath, you create a mental space where you can process your thoughts, acknowledge your emotions, and decide how you want to respond. This is a powerful skill, and it's one that can make a huge difference in how you navigate your day. Deep breathing also helps with focus. When you take a few deep breaths, you clear the fog from your mind, allowing you to approach the day with greater clarity. It's easy to feel overwhelmed by the many tasks and obligations we face, but when you breathe deeply, you center yourself. You remind yourself that you have the ability to prioritize, to choose where your attention goes, and to stay focused on what matters most. The act of breathing becomes a way to sharpen your mind, to create a mental space where you can tackle your tasks with intention and purpose. And when you start the day with a calm, focused mind, everything that follows feels more manageable. Incorporating deep breathing into your morning routine is also a form of self-care. We often talk about taking care of our bodies through exercise, nutrition, and rest, but we forget about the importance of caring for our mental and emotional health. Deep breathing is a simple yet effective way to nurture your mind and body. It's a moment of stillness in a world that rarely slows down. It's an opportunity to reset and recharge before you dive into the demands of the day. By making it a habit, you're investing in your well-being, setting yourself up for success, and giving yourself the tools to handle whatever comes your way. The beauty of deep breathing is that it's an act of control. In a world where so much feels beyond our control, this simple practice reminds us that we can take charge of our state of mind and body. We can control how we breathe, how we focus, and how we approach the day. This sense of control is empowering. It gives us the ability to respond with purpose, to move through life with resilience, and to stay grounded even when things get chaotic. It's a practice that not only calms the mind, but strengthens the spirit. Over time, incorporating deep breathing into your routine will become second nature. You won't have to think about it. You'll automatically pause and breathe before reacting, before rushing through your day, before letting stress take over. It will become a part of your daily rhythm, a small but significant habit that supports your mental and emotional health. And the more you practice it, the more you'll notice the benefits. Greater calm, improved focus, and a deeper connection to yourself. So, the next time you wake up and find yourself feeling rushed, stressed, or overwhelmed, take a moment to breathe. Slow down, breathe deeply, and center yourself before the chaos begins. Remember, you have the power to reset your mind and body with just a few moments of focused breathing. In doing so, you're not just preparing yourself for the day ahead. You're preparing yourself for a life of greater peace, resilience, and intentionality. And that's a gift worth giving yourself every day. 11. Read something uplifting. Every day offers a fresh opportunity, a blank page, to write the story of our lives. And how we begin that story, the thoughts we allow to shape our day, can determine how the rest of it unfolds. We all know the importance of getting our bodies moving, of eating mindfully and practicing intentional breathing, but there's one small habit that often gets overlooked: reading something uplifting in the morning. It might sound simple, but it's one of the most effective ways to set the tone for your entire day. Whether it's a few pages from a Stoic text, an inspiring novel, or a book that fuels your creativity, reading for just a few minutes can make a massive difference in how you experience the world around you. It's not about reading for hours or studying in depth. It's about taking in a small dose of wisdom, perspective, or insight that can elevate your mindset, challenge your thinking, and inspire your actions. The beauty of this practice lies in its simplicity. Just a few minutes of reading, even a single page or passage, can introduce new ideas, help you see the world from a different angle, and center your thoughts on what really matters. In a world that moves at breakneck speed, we often forget that our minds need to be nourished just as much as our bodies. As Marcus Aurelius once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." What we read, what we allow into our minds, has a profound impact on the quality of those thoughts. It shapes how we perceive ourselves, our actions, and the world around us. By starting your day with reading something uplifting, you're consciously choosing to feed your mind with wisdom and positivity rather than the noise of the world. Think about it. How many mornings do we wake up and immediately dive into the chaos of our phones? Social media updates, work emails, news, these external forces flood our minds before we even get out of bed. It's a quick way to start feeling overwhelmed and stressed before the day has even begun. But when we take a few moments to read something intentional, we allow ourselves to take control. We start the day not as passive recipients of the world's distractions, but as active participants in shaping our mindset. It's a practice that requires minimal effort but yields huge rewards. It's like planting a seed of positive intention in your mind each morning, one that grows throughout the day and influences the choices you make and how you respond to challenges. The Stoics were big believers in the power of learning. For them, daily reflection and study weren't just hobbies, they were necessities. They understood that in order to live a virtuous and purposeful life, you need to continually learn, grow, and refine your thoughts. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, didn't just write about how to endure hardship. He wrote about how to develop a strong, resilient, and wise mind, one that could withstand the challenges of life without losing sight of its higher purpose. Seneca emphasized the importance of knowledge in shaping our lives. He once said, "A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials." Reading, in this sense, is not just about learning facts. It's about refining your mind, strengthening your character, and becoming the best version of yourself. A few pages of thoughtful reading each morning is a way to prepare your mind for the challenges ahead, to give it the tools it needs to face whatever comes your way. It doesn't matter what you read, as long as it inspires and challenges you. It could be a passage from Marcus Aurelius that reminds you to stay calm in the face of adversity. It could be a few pages from a book that ignites your creativity or passion. The goal is to start your day with something that shifts your mindset towards growth, learning, and positive action. It's a small but significant act of self-care, like feeding your brain with fuel that will propel you through the day. And here's the thing, the more you make this a daily habit, the more you'll find your perspective shifting. You'll start to feel more centered, more motivated, and more in control of your reactions. It's like training your brain to start the day on the right foot, ready to face challenges with wisdom and resilience. This habit of reading something uplifting in the morning also serves as a form of mindfulness. Just like Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control, reading can help you focus your thoughts. In a world where so many things are vying for our attention, reading allows you to be intentional about what you let into your mind. It's a practice of curating your thoughts, of choosing what you want to focus on before the rest of the world imposes its distractions on you. It's a way to reclaim your mental space and prioritize what truly matters. And when you begin your day with this focus, you'll find that you can carry that clarity and intention with you throughout the rest of your day. The best part is that this practice doesn't have to take up a lot of time. You don't need to read for hours or memorize entire books. A few minutes, even just 1 or 2 pages, is enough to start shifting your mindset. The more you make it a habit, the more you'll find that this small practice of reading in the morning becomes a powerful tool for mental clarity, emotional balance, and personal growth. It doesn't matter how much time you have. What matters is that you carve out that space to read, to think, and to set the tone for the day. Think about the ripple effect that can have on your entire day. When you start with intention, your actions throughout the day are more likely to align with your values. You'll feel more grounded, more centered, and more prepared to face whatever challenges come your way. Reading something uplifting is a simple, actionable step you can take every morning to bring more meaning, purpose, and clarity into your life. It's a small habit with big returns, a way to start your day with the right mindset, and a practice that will pay off in the long run. So, tomorrow morning, before you dive into your emails or scroll through social media, take a few minutes to read something that inspires you. Whether it's a Stoic text, a self-help book, or even just a few pages from a novel that sparks your creativity, allow that reading to set the tone for your day. Use it as a tool to shape your thoughts, to guide your actions, and to connect with your deeper purpose. And as you do, you'll begin to see the power of this simple habit unfold in your life. It's a small investment in your mental and emotional well-being, and it's one that will transform your approach to each day. Start with just a few pages and see where it takes you. 12. Visualize your day. Imagine waking up in the morning and instead of rushing into the frenzy of your day, you take just a moment, maybe 5 minutes, to mentally rehearse what's ahead. What if you could visualize not just what you have to do, but how you'll handle it? What if you could mentally prepare for the challenges, the setbacks, and the unexpected events that are bound to come your way? The beauty of this practice lies in its simplicity. Visualization isn't about predicting the future or controlling every aspect of your day. It's about preparing yourself mentally and emotionally for what might unfold. It's a form of mental training, like lifting weights for your mind. The Stoics were masters of this practice, using it as a tool to strengthen their resilience and emotional control. By visualizing your day, you're giving yourself the opportunity to practice your responses before life tests them. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus famously said, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." And that's the essence of what visualization offers. By mentally rehearsing your day, you give yourself the power to choose how you'll respond to the challenges that lie ahead. Imagine you've got a tough meeting scheduled or a difficult conversation waiting for you. Instead of stepping into the unknown, uncertain and reactive, you take a moment to visualize it. You picture how it might go, how it might feel, and then mentally practice responding with calm, clarity, and focus. What would happen if you could approach every challenge with this level of preparation? Wouldn't it give you more confidence and control over your actions, no matter what life throws your way? Visualization isn't about expecting the worst, and it's certainly not about fearing what might happen. It's about understanding that the day is unpredictable. Things won't always go according to plan, and the only thing you can control is how you respond. The Stoics knew that life's challenges are inevitable. They understood that setbacks, frustrations, and even failures are part of the human experience. What they mastered, though, was the ability to respond with virtue, wisdom, and equanimity, no matter what the circumstances were. By practicing visualization, You prepare yourself to face those challenges with a calm, steady mind, rather than reacting in a state of surprise, panic, or frustration. Think of it like rehearsing for a play. When actors prepare for a performance, they rehearse their lines, their movements, and their timing. They practice their reactions to different situations so that when the time comes, they're ready to perform without hesitation. In the same way, when you visualize your day, you're rehearsing how you want to respond to the various situations that may arise. This is especially powerful when it comes to challenges that tend to throw you off balance. Whether it's dealing with a difficult colleague, navigating a stressful deadline, or even managing your own emotions, visualizing the situation helps you rehearse your response in advance. It's like giving yourself a mental edge, so that when things don't go as planned, you're not caught off guard. This practice isn't about perfection or expecting everything to unfold without a hitch. It's about preparing your mind for flexibility and resilience. Life is full of surprises, and not all of them will be pleasant. But when you visualize your day, you give yourself a chance to see the obstacles before they come. You can't predict every curveball, but you can practice your reaction. And when that unexpected moment arrives, you'll be better equipped to handle it calmly and with purpose. Visualization helps you become a better version of yourself, one who is less reactive and more composed no matter what happens. It's easy to get stuck in the reactive cycle of life. We rush through our days, always reacting to what's thrown our way, never fully prepared for the unexpected. But by taking just a few minutes in the morning to visualize, you break that cycle. You take charge of your day before it takes charge of you. This practice allows you to see your day unfold in a way that's aligned with your values, your goals, and your deeper purpose. It helps you identify what truly matters, so when distractions and obstacles arise, you can choose to focus on the bigger picture instead of getting lost in the small stuff. The Stoics often spoke about the importance of controlling our internal responses to the world around us. For them, the external world was unpredictable and beyond our control, but our thoughts and actions were always within our power. Visualization is a way of taking that power and using it before life has a chance to test it. It's a tool that allows you to prepare mentally for the challenges ahead, so that when they come, you're ready to face them with wisdom, patience, and strength. By visualizing your day, you're not only preparing for challenges, but also setting yourself up for success. You're imagining yourself navigating obstacles with ease, handling difficult situations with grace, and remaining focused on your larger goals. This practice sets a positive tone for the day, helping you maintain a sense of clarity and purpose even when things get chaotic. One of the most significant benefits of visualization is that it allows you to manage your expectations. We often find ourselves frustrated or stressed because things don't go the way we want them to. But when you visualize your day, you're not only preparing for the positive moments, but you're also acknowledging the inevitable challenges. You're mentally preparing for them, so when they arise, they don't throw you off guard. You've already thought about how to handle them with grace and clarity, and in doing so, you give yourself permission to move through the day with ease, knowing that you're ready for whatever comes your way. The beauty of this practice lies in its simplicity. You don't need any special tools or techniques. All it takes is a few minutes each morning to close your eyes, take a deep breath, and envision the day ahead. Think about what you'll encounter, how you'll respond, and how you'll stay aligned with your values. And when you make this a daily habit, it becomes second nature. You start each day with a sense of preparedness, of mental clarity, and of emotional resilience. You're no longer at the mercy of external forces. You're in control of how you show up and how you respond to whatever happens. Visualization is more than just a technique. it's a mindset. It's about training your mind to be proactive rather than reactive. It's about taking responsibility for your responses so that when the world throws you a curveball, you can handle it with grace and confidence. The more you practice, the stronger your mental muscles become. And over time, you'll find that you're better equipped to handle whatever life brings because you've already practiced your response. You've mentally prepared yourself for success, and that preparation makes all the difference. So, tomorrow morning, before the chaos of the day begins, take a few moments to visualize your day ahead. Think about the challenges you might face and how you'll respond with calm, clarity, and focus. Imagine yourself navigating obstacles with ease, staying true to your values, and approaching each moment with intention. This simple practice can have a profound impact on your day, on your mindset, and on your overall sense of well-being. And the more you do it, the more you'll find that you're not just reacting to life, you're actively shaping it, one intentional choice at a time. 13. Embrace a little discomfort. Every day we face a world filled with comfort. From the soft pillows we rest our heads on to the cozy blankets we wrap ourselves in, we're constantly surrounded by physical and emotional comforts. In many ways, this is a luxury we often take for granted. But what if I told you that some of the greatest growth happens when we step outside of that comfort zone? What if embracing discomfort could make you stronger, more resilient, and better equipped to handle the challenges life throws at you? Stoicism teaches us that discomfort is not something to fear. It's a tool for growth. It's an opportunity to build mental and physical strength that we can use to navigate even the toughest of days. Think about it. The things that challenge us are often the things that help us grow. A cold shower, for example, might sound uncomfortable because it is. But that discomfort trains your body to adapt, to find resilience even when things aren't easy. Skipping your morning coffee might seem trivial, but it's a small act of discipline that helps you break your reliance on external comforts. These acts, however small, create a mental shift. They remind you that you don't need to rely on things outside of yourself to feel grounded. You already have the strength within you to handle what's next. Seneca once said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." How often do we avoid discomfort because we imagine how bad it will feel? The truth is, discomfort is temporary, and when we face it, we often come out stronger on the other side. We live in a world where comfort is easily accessible. We can order food from the couch, adjust the temperature of our homes with the touch of a button, and distract ourselves from our thoughts with endless entertainment. These are all wonderful things, but they can make us soft, mentally and physically. It's easy to become dependent on these comforts, to believe that we need them to feel good or to get through the day. But the Stoics believed that true strength comes from within. It's about learning to be okay without the things we rely on. It's about training ourselves to endure discomfort because we know that it's not just bearable, it's beneficial. One of the core principles of Stoicism is that we can't control everything in life. The external world is unpredictable. We can't always choose our circumstances, but we can choose how we respond to them. Embracing discomfort is a way to practice this principle. When we intentionally expose ourselves to discomfort, we train ourselves to respond calmly and with resilience when the inevitable challenges come our way. Whether it's facing a difficult situation at work, dealing with a personal setback, or just navigating the daily grind, we've already built the mental and physical muscles to handle it. The more we practice discomfort, the more resilient we become, and the less likely we are to be thrown off course by life's ups and downs. The small acts of discomfort we face each day don't just build our resilience, they also help us appreciate the things that we often take for granted. The simple act of taking a cold shower can make you appreciate the warmth of the water when it comes back. Skipping that morning coffee can remind you that you don't need external stimuli to feel awake or alert. These acts create space for gratitude and mindfulness, allowing us to reconnect with the present moment and truly appreciate what we have. They also remind us that we are in control. We don't need to be slaves to our comforts or our routines. We have the power to choose how we react to discomfort, and in doing so, we take back control of our lives. It's important to remember that discomfort doesn't have to be extreme. The Stoics weren't advocating for masochism or self-inflicted suffering. Instead, they believed in the value of voluntary discomfort, small, controlled acts that challenge our comfort zones and build our resilience. This could mean doing something as simple as taking the stairs instead of the elevator, or putting your phone on airplane mode for an hour to focus on something important. These small acts train your mind to embrace challenges without resistance. Over time, these simple practices build up, and you begin to approach life with more confidence and calm, knowing that you can handle whatever comes your way. It's also worth mentioning that discomfort is not just about physical endurance. It's mental and emotional as well. Facing difficult conversations, saying no when you need to, or stepping out of your comfort zone socially are all forms of discomfort that build emotional resilience. Each time you face a fear or discomfort head-on, you grow stronger. Stoicism teaches us that it's not the discomfort itself that matters, it's how we approach it. Instead of running away or avoiding it, we meet it with courage and acceptance. By doing this, we create an internal sense of peace and control, no matter what the external world throws at us. The benefits of embracing discomfort extend far beyond building resilience. They also teach us to live more intentionally. When we choose discomfort, we're making a conscious decision to act in accordance with our values. We're not just reacting to life's challenges, we're choosing to face them with strength and purpose. This is a form of self-mastery. It's about understanding that we have the power to choose how we engage with the world, and by embracing discomfort, we strengthen our ability to make those choices with clarity and intention. As we practice discomfort, we also cultivate the ability to be present. When we're not constantly seeking comfort, we become more attuned to the present moment. We learn to appreciate the simple things, the stillness, the challenges, the quiet moments, without feeling the need to escape or numb ourselves. This is what the Stoics meant by living in accordance with nature. Life will always have discomfort, but by embracing it, we learn to flow with life's rhythms rather than resist them. We stop running away from discomfort and start facing it with a sense of purpose. So, how can you start embracing discomfort in your life? It doesn't have to be something extreme or life-altering. Start small. Take a cold shower, skip that extra cup of coffee, or resist the urge to check your phone the moment you wake up. The more you practice these small acts of discomfort, the easier it becomes to embrace bigger challenges when they arise. The key is consistency. By regularly exposing yourself to discomfort, you train your mind and body to respond with resilience. Over time, you'll become less reactive, more focused, and more capable of handling life's unpredictability with strength and grace. Remember, discomfort isn't something to fear. It's an opportunity for growth, for strengthening your mind and body, and for becoming the person you were meant to be. As you face discomfort with acceptance and courage, you begin to see it not as a barrier, but as a stepping stone toward a more resilient and purposeful life. Each small act of discomfort is a victory, a choice to live intentionally, and a testament to your inner strength. Embrace discomfort, and you'll find that you're not just surviving life, you're thriving in it. 14. Journal for clarity. In the rush of our daily lives, it's easy to get caught in the whirlwind of thoughts, tasks, and emotions. We wake up, dive into the day's demands, and before we know it, our minds are cluttered with 1,000 different things. The constant pressure to do more, to achieve more, leaves us feeling overwhelmed. But what if I told you that there's a simple, powerful practice that could help you clear that mental clutter, reset your mind, and bring a sense of clarity to your day? That practice is journaling. Journaling isn't just about writing down events. It's not about chronicling your every move or creating the perfect narrative. It's about creating space in your mind, a place to untangle your thoughts, process your emotions, and connect with what really matters. Journaling gives you the opportunity to actively shape your thoughts, clarify your goals, and align yourself with your intentions for the day. It's a practice that empowers you to take control of your mental space, to turn the noise into something meaningful, and to reflect on what's working and what isn't in your life. The beauty of journaling lies in its simplicity. You don't need to have a particular style or structure, just write. Whether it's a few sentences or a few pages, the act of writing helps you organize your mind. The blank page becomes a canvas for your thoughts, allowing you to release the clutter that builds up over time. It's an opportunity to reflect on the events of the day, acknowledge your feelings, and process the challenges you might be facing. It's not about perfection. The goal isn't to write a polished narrative or to impress anyone. It's about creating clarity for yourself. By putting your thoughts on paper, you gain perspective, and that perspective is what helps you move forward with purpose and intention. When we carry mental clutter, it affects our ability to focus and act. It's like trying to drive with a foggy windshield. You can still move forward, but you're not fully aware of your surroundings. Journaling acts like that windshield wiper, clearing away the fog and giving you a clearer view of what lies ahead. It allows you to step back and examine your thoughts and feelings from a more objective standpoint. You can identify what's been on your mind, what's been weighing you down, and what needs your attention. With each entry, you create a deeper understanding of yourself, your goals, and your emotions. It's a daily practice of self-awareness that can transform the way you approach both the mundane and the significant events in your life. One of the core practices of Stoicism is the constant process of self-reflection. Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius spent time daily examining their actions, thoughts, and feelings to improve their understanding of themselves and the world around them. They didn't just accept life's challenges, they worked through them thoughtfully, with purpose. Journaling is a modern-day extension of that Stoic practice. It's a way to reflect not just on what's happening externally, but on how we're responding to those events. When we write, we become both the observer and the participant. We can step back from our emotions, evaluate them, and decide how we want to move forward. This act of reflection is not about being overly critical or judgmental of ourselves. It's about understanding where we are and where we want to be. It's about gaining clarity on our values and intentions and aligning our actions with them. Journaling gives us the space to ask ourselves the tough questions. What do I want to achieve today? What am I grateful for? Where am I falling short of my goals, and why? These questions don't have to be answered in a single session. Journaling is a practice that invites continuous exploration, and with time, it becomes easier to gain insight into your true self. You'll begin to understand your patterns, your triggers, and your growth areas, which helps you make more intentional decisions going forward. Gratitude is another essential aspect of journaling. We often focus on what's wrong or what's lacking, but by taking time each day to write down the things we're grateful for, we shift our perspective. It's easy to get caught up in the negative, especially when life gets tough. But by journaling about the good, we train ourselves to notice and appreciate what's going well. Whether it's a small victory or a big accomplishment, writing it down helps solidify those moments of positivity. As Seneca wisely said, "A good character, when it is once formed, is like a good ship. It is the result of a steady course, day by day." Gratitude, like character, is built through small daily acts. Journaling offers the perfect platform for that practice. Many of us struggle with the constant flood of thoughts that cloud our minds, and that's where journaling can be an invaluable tool. When you sit down and write, you're not only clearing space in your head, you're also actively engaging with your emotions and thoughts. You might find that things that seemed overwhelming or confusing suddenly become more manageable once they're written out. It's as if putting pen to paper makes the chaos feel more structured, more understandable, and in doing so, you also give yourself permission to release those thoughts instead of holding onto them throughout the day. You no longer have to carry the weight of them. You've given them a home, a place to reside, where you can revisit and address them as needed. Journaling is also a practice in self-compassion. We're often our own harshest critics, and journaling allows us to speak kindly to ourselves. We can write about our struggles, but also about our triumphs. We can acknowledge where we've fallen short, but also celebrate where we've succeeded. It's a balanced view that helps us move forward without getting bogged down in guilt or shame. And it's a way of making peace with the journey we're on. We don't need to be perfect, and journaling gives us a safe space to embrace that imperfection while still striving for growth. The act of journaling isn't about recording a flawless narrative. It's about creating space for your authentic self to express itself. It's about being honest with yourself, acknowledging the messiness of life, and giving yourself the grace to work through it. Over time, journaling becomes a ritual, a grounding practice that provides both clarity and comfort. When life feels chaotic, your journal is there to help you make sense of it all. It becomes your personal guide, reminding you of who you are, what you stand for, and where you want to go. To start journaling, you don't need a fancy notebook or special tools. Just find a quiet space, grab a pen, and write. Don't worry about grammar, structure, or making it perfect. Just let your thoughts flow. Over time, you'll find that your journaling practice deepens and becomes more insightful. The more you make this a daily habit, the more you'll begin to see the impact it has on your life. Your mind will become clearer, your actions more intentional, and your connection to yourself stronger. In a world that constantly demands more from us, journaling gives us a moment to pause. It's an opportunity to reflect, to gain clarity, and to reconnect with our deepest values. It's a simple habit, but it can transform the way you live, work, and relate to others. By writing down your thoughts, gratitude, and reflections, you create a space for growth, insight, and healing. So, grab your journal and start today. It doesn't matter how much you write. What matters is that you make the time for yourself. You deserve it. 15. Celebrate small wins. We often think of success as something big. It's the promotion, the big presentation, the milestone we've been working toward for months or years. And while those big wins are important, it's the small wins, the little victories, that often have the most profound impact on our lives. These small wins are easy to overlook, but they are the building blocks of progress. Stoicism teaches us that the key to a good life isn't perfection, but progress. It's not about always achieving the biggest goals or having flawless days. It's about the consistent effort we put in, the small steps we take each day, and the discipline we cultivate in those moments when no one is watching. Think about your morning routine. It's easy to go through the motions, ticking off items from your to-do list, and then moving on to the next task without much thought. But what if, instead of just going through the motions, you took a moment to celebrate the small victories along the way? Maybe it's getting up when the alarm rings instead of hitting snooze for the 5th time, or sticking to your meditation practice even if it's just for 5 minutes. These may seem like minor things, but when you stop and recognize them, they become reminders of your ability to stay disciplined, to show up for yourself, and to make progress, even in the smallest of ways. Seneca said, "True happiness is to enjoy the present, without anxious dependence upon the future." When we celebrate these small wins, we learn to appreciate the present moment, rather than constantly stressing about what's next. We stop chasing some distant ideal of success and begin to find fulfillment in the everyday acts of discipline and self-care. Each small victory becomes a reflection of our progress, a step closer to becoming the person we want to be. By recognizing these wins, we create a sense of accomplishment throughout our day that propels us forward. The key here is consistency. It's easy to feel discouraged when we don't see immediate, dramatic results. We live in a world that celebrates instant gratification, where we expect things to happen quickly and easily. But real growth takes time, and it's in the daily, incremental steps that we make the most progress. Celebrating the small wins is a way to keep yourself motivated and engaged in the process. It's a reminder that you don't need to have everything figured out right away. You don't need to wait until you've achieved the big goals to feel accomplished. Every small step you take, whether it's waking up on time, sticking to your morning routine, or showing up with intention, adds up. Each of these small victories compounds over time, leading you toward the bigger goals you've set for yourself. It's also important to understand that celebrating small wins isn't about becoming complacent or letting your standards slip. It's about acknowledging the effort you're putting in and reinforcing the habits that will lead to greater success. In Stoicism, the emphasis is always on internal growth and virtue, not on external validation. So, when you celebrate your small wins, it's a personal celebration of your own discipline, your own commitment to doing better, and your own growth. It's about taking pride in the process, not just the outcome. When you're in the habit of celebrating small wins, you also start to see them more clearly. Instead of focusing on what you haven't done or where you've fallen short, you begin to shift your perspective. You start to notice the positive steps you're taking every day, no matter how small. And this shift in focus is powerful. It helps to build momentum and positivity, fueling your desire to continue moving forward. It's like a snowball effect. The more you acknowledge your progress, the more motivated you become to keep going. Celebrating small wins also helps to counterbalance the negativity bias we all have. Our brains are wired to focus more on threats and failures than on successes. This survival mechanism helped us stay alert and focused in ancient times, but in today's world, it can leave us feeling discouraged and stuck. By intentionally celebrating small wins, you're rewiring your brain to focus on the positive. You're training yourself to recognize progress, even in the smallest forms. This shift in mindset is key to building resilience, to developing the mental fortitude to keep going, even when things get tough. The beauty of Stoicism lies in its focus on internal control. Life is unpredictable, and not everything is within our control, but our responses to life's challenges are always within our power. When you celebrate your small wins, you're reinforcing that power. You're saying, "I am in control of my actions, my thoughts, and my responses." This mindset helps to build a sense of agency, which is essential for feeling fulfilled and content. It reminds you that, while external events may be outside your control, how you choose to show up for yourself is always in your hands. Sometimes we get so focused on the end goal that we forget to acknowledge the journey. But the truth is, it's the journey that shapes us. It's in the day-to-day effort, in the small acts of discipline, that we grow. Celebrating small wins is a way of honoring that journey. It's a way of saying, I'm proud of the progress I've made today, even if it's just one small step forward. And that's the essence of Stoicism, finding contentment not in the destination, but in the effort and virtue we practice every day. The next time you complete a part of your morning routine, take a moment to celebrate. Don't rush past your achievements, even the small ones. If you made it out of bed on time, give yourself credit for that. If you stuck to your morning meditation, take a second to acknowledge your discipline. These small moments of celebration reinforce the habits that lead to greater success. They fuel your motivation and build your confidence. It's a way to say, I'm doing the work. I'm on the right path. And over time, these small victories will accumulate, leading you toward the larger goals you've set for yourself. So, as you move through your day, remember that progress isn't always about huge leaps forward. It's about the consistent, small steps you take. Celebrate those moments, acknowledge the effort, and know that each small win is a step toward becoming the person you're meant to be. With each small victory, you're building the life you want, one intentional choice at a time. Remember, it's not the big moments that define us, but the small victories we claim each day. Every step forward, no matter how small, brings you closer to the life you want to live. Embrace your progress, honor your journey, and let every small win remind you of the strength within you. If you enjoyed this, make sure to check out one of the videos on the screen for more insights that can help you on your path to growth and fulfillment. Thank you for being a part of Stoic Journal, and remember, your journey towards wisdom and resilience starts with just one step. Keep moving forward.